afternoon. So today we will discuss the topic estimation of material cost. So material cost of simple machine parts. So like stepper pulley, keys, rivets, lathe center, etc. So considering these machine parts, we need to find material cost here. So let me discuss the procedure how to find material cost. So first of all, the first step is break up the product into simple parts. So that means, so considering geometrical aspects, so we need to divide the given product into number of parts. So the second one is neglect the rounded corners and small fillets. So we are not considering any rounded corners and small fillets. So third one, apply the formula of mensuration and calculate the volume of each part. So we have divided the given product into a number of simple parts. So we need to find volume of each part. So that is the third one. Okay. So fourth one, we need to find total volume by adding all the individual volumes. So fifth one, calculate the weight by multiplying the total volume by its density. So here to calculate material cost, three terms are very important. First one, weight, density and rate. If you know this, so surely we can find material cost. So how to find weight? So by this procedure we will find total volume. So when we multiply the total volume with density, so surely we will get weight of the object. Okay. So then how to find material cost? So multiplying by rate. So that is given in terms of what rupees per kg. Okay. So if you are multiplying that rate to the weight, so you will get material cost of the machine part. Okay. So let me discuss one simple example with considering estimation of material cost. Okay. Okay. So as we discussed the procedure of how to find material cost of a simple machine part. So just I have taken one simple example. So which is a lathe center example. Now this is a lathe center. So here the dimensions all are given in terms of millimeter here. So all are millimeter, and two data are very important. One is density and the material cost per unit weight. Okay, so this is a given object. Okay, according to the procedure, the first step is we need to break up the given object into simple geometrical parts. Okay, so let me consider this one as a first part. So the first part is a right circular cone, and the second part it is a solid cylinder, and the third part once again it is a solid cylinder. So having the different diameters here, and fourth part this is also a solid cylinder, and very important part, that is fifth part, that is frustum of cone here. So frustum of cone means if you extend this part, that will become cone, so that is cutted here. So frustum of cone here. Okay. So let me find the material cost. Before finding the material cost, we need to find the individual volumes. So let me consider first part, that is volume of first part. Now the first part is a right circular cone. For a to find volume, we have the equation. Let it be denoted by V1 here. So pi by 3 r square into h. Now where r is the radius of the cone and h is the height of the cone. So here important thing is R we know. So radius means this is the cone having the radius half of this one. So that is 25 mm is the radius. That is okay. But the problem is h. So how to find h? Because this particular thing is related to h. So the big issue is what? To find h. Now let us consider the part A, B and this one as a what? Triangle, right angle triangle. So this is A and this is B and this is C. Now the total angle is given is 60 degree here. Now the half angle is 30 degree. Now one more data they have given, that is total here 50. So half of this one, that is 25. So this is 25. Okay. So height, that is h. We need to find this particular data to find the volume. Okay. Now R we know, h we need to find. How to find h? So this is a right angle triangle. We can apply Pythagoras theorem or else trigonometric ratio. So for Pythagoras theorem we require at least two sides, but here only one side is available. So we need to apply trigonometric ratios only because we know one angle and one side here. So which ratio is preferable? That is tan angle, that is theta. So the tan theta relation, opposite side divided by adjacent side. Now which one is the opposite side here? This is. So that is tan. So theta means what? Here 30 degree. So opposite side is 25. And adjacent side is what here? H. So since we are finding h, so we need to find h value. Okay. Now that is 25 divided by tan 30 degree. So simplifying this, so just I will get 43.3 millimeter. We require this particular value in terms of centimeter. So therefore, just I am converting millimeter in terms of centimeter. That is 4.33 centimeter. Now to calculate volume of first part, that is right circular cone, we require R and H values. So just we obtain the value of H. So substitute R and H value in this particular equation, that is V1 is equal to pi by 3 R square into H. Now pi by 3, what is R value here? That is 25. Just we are substituting the value in terms of millimeter. So here it is given in terms of millimeter. We need to substitute in terms of centimeter. So 25 means what? 2.5 centimeter. So don't forget the square. H. Just now we found the value of H, 4.33. Now if you are calculating this one, so it will be around 28.34 centimeter cube. Now unit of volume, so centimeter cube. Just we have taken the value of R and H in terms of centimeter, so you will get the unit of volume in terms of centimeter cube. So that is the volume of first part. Okay. Now let me come into the point of second part, that is volume of second part. Now second part, if you observe the second part, it is just a solid cylinder having the diameter 50 mm and the length 6 millimeter. So diameter 50 mm, so in terms of centimeter 5 centimeter and length 6 millimeter, in terms of centimeter 0.6 centimeter. Now how to find volume of a second part? Second part is just a solid cylinder. So let me denote it by V2. First part is over, second part we are discussing. So V2. The equation pi by 4 d square into length. Now let me substitute the value of d and L here. Pi by 4. What is the value of d? That is 5 centimeter. Don't forget this square. Into length, that is 0.6. Now, with simplifying the equation, we'll get around 11.78 centimeter cube. Now, similarly, we need to find the volume of third part. So, once again, the third part is solid cylinder having the different diameter, that is 30 mm here. So, volume of third part. So, that is V3 is equal to, once again the equation remains same, pi by 4 d square into L. Only the change in the diameter and depth will changes here. Now, substitute pi by 4 into the diameter of the third part is 30 in terms of centimeter. 3 square is there, don't forget. So, length is 25 mm. Third part length is 25 mm. In terms of centimeter, 2.5. So, in simplifying the equation, we get around 17.67 centimeter cube. So, we found the value of volume of first part, second part, third part. Still, we need to find the volume of fourth part and sixth part. So, if you observe the figure very carefully, so second part and fourth part are having the same. So, means 50 mm diameter, here also 50 mm diameter, and the length 6, here also same. So, therefore, it is not necessary to find once again the volume of fourth part. It is equal to the second part. Okay. So, just we can write volume of fourth part, that is V4 is equal to V2 is equal to 11.68 directly, no problem. If you are calculating, so once again you get the same answer. Better you need to equate it to V2 only, so that some sort of calculation will be reduced. Okay. So, we will discuss the calculation of volume of fourth part and fifth part. So, coming to the fourth part, so once again it is similar to the second part. So, just I will write one sentence here. Volume of fourth part that is V4 is equal to V2, that is also equal to the volume of second part we got as 11.68 78 centimeter cube. Okay, so first part is over, second part is over, third part is over, fourth part is over. The remaining part is fifth part. So let me find volume of fifth part. Volume of fifth part. So let me denote it by V5. So very important thing is how to find volume of a frustum of cone. So that is very, very important. If it doesn't know the equation, it is unable to calculate the volume of that particular part. So how to find volume of a frustum of cone? So frustum of cone means it is having a two diameters. One is big diameter, one more is a small diameter. So let me take the details first. The big diameter, let us say D1 is equal to 50 mm or else 5 centimeter, and small diameter D2, let us say 30 mm. So in terms of centimeter, 3 centimeter, and it is having a length 75 mm. So we require the value in terms of centimeter only. Why we are converting in terms of centimeter? So just we'll come to know here, 7.5 centimeter. Okay. So we have taken the data related to that particular fifth part, that is frustum of cone. So one is D1, that is 50 mm, 5 centimeter, D2 3 centimeter, and length 7.5 centimeter. Now, how to find volume of fifth part? So just I will write equation. V5 is equal to pi by 4 into L by 3, or you can take H also. L or H means what? The length of the or height of the cone. Sorry, first frustum of cone. So L by 3 into bracket d1 square plus d2 square plus d1 into d2. So please observe the terms here. So pi by 4 into L by 3 into bracket d1 square plus d2 square plus d1 into d2. Now we know all the values here, respective values. So just we'll substitute the values of in the equation. So to get volume. So pi by 4 into length means what? This particular length. So 7.5 divided by 3 within the bracket d1, that is 5 square is that, plus d2, that is 3 square plus 5 into 3. So with simplifying, so you get V5 is equal to 96.21 centimeter. Okay, just we obtain the volumes of all the simple individual parts here. Okay, so how to find total volume? Just adding all the individual volume, we'll get the total volume. So to get total volume, so that is, let us say V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 plus V5. Just I am adding all the individual volumes to get total volume here. Now the value of V1 28.34, V2 11.78 plus V3 17.67 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, V4 once again it is 11.78 plus V5 96.21 centimeter cube. So adding all this, you'll get V is equal to 165.78. Unit is centimeter cube. So just we obtain the total volume. So according to the procedure, once we get the total volume, we need to multiply that total volume by density to get total weight. So to get weight, I need to multiply the total volume by its density. So therefore, let it be denoted by W, weight of the object denoted by W. So volume into density. Now, in the diagram they have given all the dimension in terms of millimeter. Just we have converted in terms of centimeter, because when we are multiplying this volume with density, here density factor is given in terms of grams per centimeter cube. So here the volume we require in terms of centimeter cube. So therefore we have converted all the details in terms of centimeter cube. Now just I will enter the volume of total volume here, 165.78 centimeter cube into density 7.85 grams per centimeter cube. So centimeter cube get cancelled. So 165.78 into 7.85. So that will come around 1301.3 grams. Surely we will obtain the solution in terms of grams only, because the density is given as 7.85 grams per centimeter cube. While multiplying, centimeter cube get cancelled, so grams will remain as a unit here. Okay. So what is the next step? Just we obtain weight. So we need to multiply with rate to get material cost of this particular object. Okay. Okay. So just we obtain the weight of the material. So how to get the material cost? So to get material cost, according to procedure, we need to multiply the total weight to rate. So material cost is equal to weight into rate. So cost per unit weight they will give. So we need to substitute here. So what is the total weight here? 1301 grams. It is given in terms of grams. We need to convert in terms of kg here. Very important thing. So W is equal to 1301.3 grams it is. So in terms of kg, divided by 1000, 1.301 kg. So W. We need to substitute this particular value here because the rate is given with respect to what here? Rupees 20 per kg. So we opted here in terms of grams. We need to convert in terms of kilogram here. So just I will substitute the weight here 1.301 into kg here into rate rupees 20 per kg. Now surely kg will get cancelled. So multiply 20 and this particular factor. So we will obtain the cost here rupees 26.0. So this is the material cost of a lathe center. We'll discuss one more problem in the next video. Thank you.